Before Groucho comes out, Shelley brought on a couple stills of herself as Ma Barker and those kids. The one on the left looks just like a photo you've seen of them, I think. No, that isn't the one, but
No.
all her sons were criminals.
Yes. They're Don Stroud and Clint Kimbrough and Bobby De Niro, who was in Greetings, and Bobby Walden. And that's one set of sons that I've had. One litter I had this year.
No grass grows under your feet, does it?
No. And later on in the program, you'll meet
some more.
the boys that I'm performing Minnie's Boys with, and they're marvelous. They're
been
wonderfully talented.
Big year for you and sons. Let's bring the gentleman out. I don't know any comedian who hasn't been influenced or thrilled, at least, by the slouch, the famous leer, and humor of my next guest, the original, the great Groucho Marx.
Regard me as one of your sons.
Oh, I'll do my best. How are you?
Your best is not good enough, but go ahead with it anyhow. Now, what are we going to talk about
You took
for
a
the
very
next 3 days?
circuitous route getting here. You went all around the camera and bothered the cameraman.
I tried
and
to delay seeing you as long as possible.
Oh, I see. Well,
I know you just come from Washington,
yeah.
and there's a couple of fellas down there we should come with you.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
You haven't lost any of your sweetness.
No, I haven't.
Say,
How was it down there?
well, it was
Did
raining.
you get anything to eat?
Yeah,
Well, it's raining here. You didn't have to go to Washington for that.
No, true.
It's raining violets here, too.
Sounds like a song. Maybe we got to work on
It's
that.
at MGM, yes.
I heard that you went to
Before-
the theater last night and saw yourself. So, have you ever
Don't
seen?
change the subject. What did you have to eat in Washington?
A couple of shrimp. Some.
Anyone I know?
No, but a couple of meatballs asked about you. That's your style. You see, I never would have said that if I hadn't heard you talk that way.
Mm-hmm.
You've influenced a lot of people.
Yeah. That's kind of ironical that you sit here and pull a bad joke and then blame me for it.
It's hard to know which is the good side of you, talking to
It's
you.
the one I'm sitting on. How are you?
Well, no, all right, I think. You've got me a little off.
Now that we've gotten past the meatballs, what did you have to
And the
eat in
amenities.
Washington? You did make a trip there. You flew there, I presume, huh?
Yes, I did. I took a plane down and
Did they serve food?
they served food. That was not the main event, but there was some food, and there was a very nice spread of things
Spread
to eat.
anyone I know?
Now, I'm going to just carry on through this. There was
You went to a sit-down dinner at the White House?
no, it was a stand-up. See, the I don't mean it was
She
a
thinks
stand-up.
he's Spanish and is going to relate everything in the different terms. Now, what did you have to eat?
There was an evening of entertainment, and after that, there were eats.
Food?
I don't know
They
if you.
didn't feed the actors?
No, come to think of yes, the actors were free to mingle with the ordinary people.
That's
they're-
unusual.
Teriyaki.
You know,
there
in
was-
some towns we used to play, they used to hide the daughters when we came to town. This is true with Five Brothers.
Tell me more about that.
Well, you know, the show business, people in show business didn't have a very high reputation
No.
years ago. And it isn't like it is today, where everybody gets divorced every 2 years. You know, I understand also people who are not in show business get divorces occasionally.
I
Did
didn't
that ever
realize
occur to you?
Oh, sure, but show business people have the reputation for being the most divorced.
Well, that's only because most of them are press agents, and they're very proud of this.
So.
Now then, what did you have to eat at the White House?
Teriyaki.
I thought that was an actor who was there.
No, there was some teriyaki. There was some. There were
You mean
shrimp,
like
there were-
karaoke, you mean to Old Virginia? I mean, was it that kind of a song? Please, no mourning. This is all free here. Just wait till you get outside if you want to snare at us. We'd like to have dinner too, you know.
I have a bad memory for food. I really don't remember. There were an awful lot of things on the table, and one was free to pick here and there.
Do you have a bad memory for the fair sex, as it's sometimes called?
For the fair sex?
Yes.
In a sense, I do. I mean, do you
The
mean
fair
have I ever...
sex today is the male sex, you know.
It's getting fairer.
Yes, it is. No, they're getting more unfair. Say, I read an item about that in Russell Baker's column. I think it was yesterday's New York Times.
Mm-hmm.
It said that the women are belligerent. They want to take over. They want to reverse the positions of the... I don't mean... You know.
No, of course not.
I mean, the substance was that they would like the men to stay home and take care of the children and do the housework.
Women's
No,
liberation.
no, not, but not exclusively. They feel that they should do it too, that
Why do you
raising
use your hands? You're not Jewish, are you?
about as Jewish as you are.
That's an excellent answer.
No, but
Would you mind if I jot that down?
go right ahead. You may want to use it sometime.
We have to... Oh, I have news for you. We have a message, and we will be back right
From
after
who?
it.
Western Union?
I have no idea.